Hi, I'm Emma from Nudge Accounting, and this is another Nudge Startup Moment in conjunction with the Microsoft BizSpark program. Dean Robertson tweeted, "Cashflow, cashflow, cashflow is one of the most difficult things about being a startup, and we've picked it as our topic for this month." Cashflow is the difference between what is in your bank account today and what will be in your bank account in the future. Startups often come to us saying, "I'm making sales and I'm profitable, but I never seem to have enough cash to pay suppliers, to pay staff, and so on." Startups can be profitable, but if they're not on top of their cash and they're not chasing up who owes them money, then they can run out of cash pretty quickly. When it comes to cash flow, there are really three questions that you have to ask. Question 1, how much cash do you need? Tracking your numbers is just so important. Regardless of where you are on your startup journey, you need to know what your expenses will be each month. Start by preparing a really simple budget, which lists out how much cash you need to spend each month. So, let's try an example. Let's say you have some software costs each month. Do you work out of a co-working space, so have rent to pay? How about design work? Do you have someone help you out with your design each month? Adding all of these expenses up, let's say you reach, $3,000 for the month. It's also important to factor in our own personal costs as well, because after all, you need money to live. So let's start by preparing a really simple personal budget. So we've got our business budget here and our personal. So you might have your own rent costs, you'll have food, clothes. Adding these up, let's say $1,500 a month. So all in all, that brings us to $4,500 for the month, which brings us to our second question, do you have enough cash? Now this will be different dependent on where you are in your startup journey. If you're profitable but don't seem to have enough cash, you need to ask yourself why. Why are customers not paying you? Is there a problem with your payment method, your payment terms? Remember, a sale is not closed until you've received the cash. On the other hand, if customers are paying, but you're at your early days and you don't yet have enough sales coming through the door, then you need to ask yourself, how can you make sure you'll have enough cash? This brings us to our third question, where will you get your cash from? Working out early on that you need cash is key. This is because it means that you'll have more time to solve the problem. Are there government grants that you can apply for? How about seed funding? Would you consider asking friends or family for investment? This process takes time, so working out if you need cash and how much cash you need early on means that time will be on your side. That's our nudge moment for this month. Remember, to have your finance question answered next month, tweet your question through to @BizSparkAU using the hashtag #NudgeMoments.